I've seen so many players use this strategy of closing the eyes, and it really works. What the pros are doing is we're starting with the big, strong parts of the body. And you're right, the racket's getting pulled first with the butt cap, just like your backhand volley. So it's big parts of the body, small parts of the body follow, and then the racket is the last thing, like trailing behind. That's the lag that I mentioned earlier, Kathy. And so before the ball ever gets to the racket, all of this twisting gets unwound before the ball gets there, so that by the time contact is made, the hips are facing forwards, the torso is facing forwards, the racket's facing forwards. And so everything transitions from facing to the side to facing forwards before the ball touches the racket. That's the whole key to hitting a solid ground stroke. What you've done to try to accomplish that is basically you've taken your whole body and tried really hard to shift it forwards. And so what I see is a lot of like sliding.
Oh, forward motion?
Like, yeah, exactly. Like it's almost like you're trying to like kind of elbow or like shoulder like bump it and like lean into it. But the circular part of it, there's no rotational energy. It's all like if you watch it in, you see your movement here. What you were doing was you were doing lots of work to like get your whole body like forwards, but the twisting turning part wasn't happening until after the ball left. So you can actually kind of see it in real time. There's a hit and then a twist after. But most of the rotation of your body is after the ball's already off the strings. So your body, your shoulders and your hips should be in this position when your racket is touching the ball. Go ahead, take the racket back and turn your body.
I'm like,
and I'm going to hold on to the racket a little bit, and I want to see your hips and your shoulders turn and gently pull, yep, and then release, yep. Now, here's the thing. Go do it again. I don't want the effort that I feel, sorry, my hands are cold, to be coming from here. Yes, I want it to be coming from, so what I just felt was like your bicep and your shoulder being like, like give me the racket, and I want it to be coming rotationally from, that's it, totally different. Come here, watch the difference between those. Just watch your body as I hold on to it. This is the one where I felt like it was mostly your arm. Watch your body here. You see it? You see it in your arm? Yeah. Watch your bicep and your shoulder. Right there. You see that flexing?
Yeah, flex.
Now, as that flex is happening, I want you to look at the position of your hips. Have they turned forwards very much?
No.
They did a little bit. But I want you to watch right about there. You kind of hit a brick wall with your hips and you're like, okay, bicep, take over, please. Whereas after I talk to you about it, watch the difference in this one. Look at how much further your hips turn now.
Yeah.
Way further. And so this is more coming from there and less from there.
It's actually a stretch here.
Yes, right. Instead of a contraction. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And so this is the one we want, not the first one.
Okay.
And it's going to take some rewiring.
Yeah.
Even sooner with your hips and your torso. Yep. Another way of thinking about this, Suzanne, is you said like, oh, it's actually a stretch. Create more separation or more stretch between yeah, exactly. Come on over here and watch the difference. Okay, so these are good. There's nothing wrong with this. This is before I talk to you about like the separation thing.
Yeah.
On these, your racket is moving in sync with your skirt. So they're moving like at the same rate. Now that's good, but what's even better, this is after I talked to you about the stretchy part of it. Look at this. Look at how much your skirt is moving before your racket starts moving forwards. And that stretch is basically directly correlated to power output. The more stretch there is, the more easy force you can create through the ball.
And when you do this, are you like pushing from one foot to another? Like
that happens, yeah. But
it's so natural for me to go like this. I guess I should just see what that.
It's the
same.
So this is what you intuitively know how to do on your left side, and this is basically like your first.
My first skating lesson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Interesting. Okay. Yes.
You see the contrast?
I can just see what it feels like.
You see the contrast there?
Totally. Yeah. I I felt that too, but it's good to see.
Yeah. Huge difference. That's the one that we want.
So I should really, because I have the turn now, and I think I might even have some of the C, but I should really just be thinking about
Yes.
this. Okay.
All your attention should be on that.
Ooh, okay.
So look at, this is where contact would be. Look at your body position here and your hips. Yeah, it fixes all the rest of it pretty automatically. All right, let's do a couple more of those. Not faster, earlier. There's no need for your arm to move fast, Suzanne. Keep your arm moving slow. Yep. Move your hips early while your arm stays relaxed. You keep speeding it up. Here you go. There's no bonus points here for arm efforts. In fact, it's the opposite. We don't want arm effort.
No flexing.
Too fast, too fast, too fast. Good. Too fast. Yes. Good. Come here, come here, come here. That's such a better repetition.
Yeah, it's the same timing.
Now watch this.
Yes.
That's the you don't need more than that to hit a good tennis shot. Like you're so used to this providing so much energy that it's like feeling left out right now, and it really wants to be like part of the
I'm
equation.
trying to like hear that like wind whipping through it.
No, forget about it. That's like that's 100 miles down the road from where we are now.
Yeah.
At first, the skirt just has to get involved first, meaning literally first, like before the arm does anything, and that's what's going to provide most of the energy, not this. Let's do 2 slow shadow swings, and then I'll do a fake toss off to the, so you're not going to hit a ball yet, just 2 shadows and then a fake. On the fake, you're going to practice timing the hips before the ball gets there, off to the side. So 2 shadows, hips first, and then a fake, hips first. Yeah, good. 2 shadows, hips first. Let's do 2 fakes, hips first. Yep. Arm is getting a little quick. 2 shadows. 2 fakes. Hips first. Good. Keep the arm relaxed. Good. 2 fakes. I'm sorry, 2 shadows by yourself. Now 2 fakes. Hips first. Yep. Keep the arm relaxed. All right, we're going to do a shadow, a fake, and then a hit. So shadow first, hips first. Now a fake. Now same motion. Oh, good. Nice. So tell me, does it look contrived?
Yeah, right.
What do you think? Does that look?
It looks like normal.
Looks like tennis?
It looks like
Yeah. So isn't that funny?
It's so funny. You can't see my thought bubble. Like, yeah, that one was a little contrived.
A little bit. And it's actually not so much the motion is just a little snappy. Like you just made it a little bit quick.
I'm like,
But the motion itself, like in slow motion, it's not going to look goofy.
yeah.
It's just that you moved it a little bit quick
did a
and
little
in real time. But that's fine. Like you're just getting the hang of it and making sure that it's getting out there. All right, so I'm really curious about that hit. Let's check it out. No, that was after. I've seen so many players use this strategy of closing the eyes, and it really works. It's funny. Like did you even realize you were doing that?
I closed my eyes. Oh,
Yeah, look
on the non-hit one?
On the non-hit, yeah.
Oh. I
Like-
don't know that I was planning to close my eyes, but I was like, don't look at it, don't look at it.
Right, exactly, yeah. It's so fascinating to me. What that tells me, like without needing a laboratory and like $1 million, is like the visual input triggers like the habit so strongly, and people just intuitively sense that, and they're like, I'm just not even gonna
Right,
like,
yeah, like,
I,
I better not look
wow,
at
wow,
it.
wow, 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 like it's not there, like so that you can just do it the right way. And the ball is like, this is what the whole no ball thing, like it's such a trigger. Yeah, totally. It's a magnet for a bad habit. I think this is the hit. It looks like your eyes are still closed. You're like,
Really?
you're like totally in the zone right now.
I don't.
Oh no, it was another fake. Okay. You're just gonna start floating like off the court. Yeah, they're still close. I didn't notice that from the other side.
Okay, I did not know I was doing that.
Okay, this is definitely the hit now.
Okay.
Oh, there's that. Yeah, there. Wow, that's awesome. Whatever it takes, man.
Whatever it takes.
Great, awesome.
Oh, look, I'm
Okay,
forward.
good. Yeah. What do you know?
Yeah.
Good job. So shadow, then a fake, and then 3 hits. Hips first. Yep. 3 hits. Hips first. Hips first. Good. Let's check those real quick and just make sure how you're doing. I think we're getting there.
I think I feel it. It feels easier.
Good. So let's just watch those. This is the fake. And the 3 hits now. Nice. I think you're still a little bit behind on number 2 and number 3. I think the first one.
Like at the same time instead of first.
Exactly, yeah. So on the fake, what I'd really love is not to be able to see the swoosh at contact.
Okay.
That would be ideal. So you're doing that on the fake. On the hits, you're just a little bit behind that. And it's not, again, this is really critical. It's not a matter of like trying harder or like going faster with your hips. It's just initiating it a little bit sooner. Yeah, it's a matter of timing. This is still better than where we started, but we're not getting quite to the, ideally we want to be parallel at contact. And so you're just a little bit late. Like by now you should already be like halfway there. Yeah. And so you're waiting too long and the ball's getting too close by the time you start. Not faster, earlier. All right, we'll do a shadow, a fake, and 3 hits again, Suzanne. Shadow. Early turn. 3 hits. Early turn with the hips. Yeah, that's it. Early turn. Early turn. Good. Let's check that real quick. I'm really confident about the first one. So here's hit 1. Yeah, you got going like real early before the ball got there. Nice, good. Early turn with the hips. Nice, Suzanne. Good. I like that second one the best out of that last set. Let's check it and see. That second one might have been close to a 10 out of 10. Here's the first one. Wow, good. Nice job. If the second one's better than this, then it's definitely a 10 out of 10. Nice job. Already solid. So watch any swing with this kind of contact point is always going to be a smooth looking, like effortless swing. That's exactly what we want. Here's the second one. It's about the same. Yeah, the first one was just as good. Nice job. We'll give you parallel status there. It's really close. Yeah, 9.5. I think number 3 and 4 just kind of came a little bit closer towards you than you thought it was going to.
Yeah, like look, I moved forward and then I shouldn't have.
Yeah, you had plenty of distance to work with. Yeah, it jammed you up a little bit. But even when the ball is a little close, you still can clear in baseball, this is called clearing the hips, what we're working on. Meaning the hips like kind of clear the plate before the bat gets there. If that doesn't happen and the arms like pass the hips, then it's a garbage swing. It's the same thing in baseball. It's the same thing in golf. Like exact same thing. And so even when it's close to you, your hips should still clear, but before the ball actually gets to your racket.
Okay.
I think the fourth one kind of did the same thing, if I remember correctly.
The third one felt better than the third one, but maybe
It's similar, but not quite as
better.
Yeah, so we're like 50-50 right now,
Okay.
which is great. Like the first two are really nice.